All right, Football Manager back again for our third consecutive season in the Premier League. First screen I'll show you is the transfers. There's been some big movements in and out. I'll start with the outs. I have no idea who this Daryl Jarvis Sainsbury is. Sounds pretty posh to me, but Burnley took him away for 3 to 7 million, so I'm happy with that. Sold Frankie de Jong, as you guys know, a couple of loans. Polito managed to get his minimum fee release clause on him, so he's gone from 92 million to West Ham, which I'm buzzing with. 92 million for that absolute cart horse, brilliant. Magnus Larsson left for 27 million. I was and ahhing about him, but I figured there are better players out there who I could afford, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Intending as well went for 43 million, so that's 70 million made from centre backs sales. Again, a few more loans. David Usman was a young guy that I bought from Reading and loaned him back for Reading last year. Hadn't ever played him, but apparently he's very high. He was very highly valued. The board suggested. Well, not the board. My assistant suggested I value him at 81 million. I was thinking, no one's going to buy him. He doesn't do anything. But PSV came with an offer, and I managed to negotiate 42 million out of him. So I was like, that is money for old rope. That is. And then these are all youngsters going out on loan. I was tempted to keep a few of them here, like tempted to keep Kouassi, Rose, maybe Longello, but I thought let's get him out. I've got a couple of guys in there. I didn't want to people to rot in the club. Kouassi's one for the future, 100%. I'm looking forward to playing him. In terms of ins, I only bought 3 players. I've only bought 3 players, but they're big signings, all 3 of them. Spent a lot of money, broke the transfer record in buying this guy here, Anthony Rodriguez, an attacking midfielder from Bayern. Bought him for 75 million, which is by far our biggest transfer. But after I sold Polito for 92, I've actually kind of made a bit of money out of that. Just to sort of back up, he actually had a pretty good season by the looks of it, playing attacking midfielder for Bayern last year. 10 goals and 4 assists in 29 games. Average rating is 7.29. I think that's pretty good in the Bundesliga. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that signing. Unfortunately, he's injured and he's broken his ankle. He's out for 3 months, so he's not going to play a game for the first 3 months. So I'm having to kind of scrabble around for that one. Another centre back, I got centre back Carlos Ibanez. He was on the transfer list at Man United for 58 million, so took him away. Didn't play a game. He's there. He's played a few games. He's never really been part of their plans, even though they bought him for 85 million. In terms of his rating, he was better than Larson, which is why I kind of thought, well, I can get him in and sell Larson. And then the reason why I sold Tending as well is like I was getting this guy in. Some of you may recognise this guy in real life, Matisse de Ligt. In real life, he is signed for Juventus. He then went to Barcelona and was there for a few years. And he's a bit old now, but he still seems to be getting good ratings from when he does play. So he's 33, I think. Which is quite old, but it's for a centre back, his physicals you've got to look at for all the players, and his physicals are ideal still for a centre back. So he still sits in quite nicely. So I'm happy with that. So I've now got 3 really good centre backs and a good young one in Andy Ward. Because of the injury to Anthony Rodriguez, I've in terms of the squad, I have sort of got a few young guys in and around the team. Trying to think, I actually let my backup keeper go out on loan. I'm not going to sell him because his ceiling is quite high and he could be better than Palomba. So I'm letting this young lad, Matt Jones, be my backup keeper for now. Bacon's coming as the backup left back who was out on loan last year and apparently he's very highly rated, so I'm going to keep him there. Obviously got Carl Hussey as well, who I bought in January and loaned back, but he'll be part of the first team. So those are my 4 central midfielders: Gordon, Hussey, Henrique and Pavlenko. Joe was had a bit of a funny old summer. After obviously Renier left, went back to Man United, and I sold Polito, and then War started kicking up a fuss saying, you haven't got any attacking midfielders, you've got to replace him. And a lot of players were like, yeah, Joe War's got a point. I was like, yeah, I'm going to sign someone. So I did sign someone. He's actually, every season, the assistant comes to you and says, here's your captain, here's your vice captain, do you want to keep him? This season, he came to me and said, here's a captain, and it said Declan Luiza, and it said to me that Joe Ward didn't want to be captain anymore. Strange one. He seems to be happy now, but he's wanted by Birmingham. Yeah, bring in reinforcements to prove the strength of the first team squad. I think I've done that. If I go to my home, see what it says. Yeah, it's a green thing for in progress, so I think he's happy. Which, in about 4 weeks' time, he should be okay. But yeah, he's been kicking up a fuss, and I've been like, I don't really want a guy kicking up a fuss in the team, but I think he'll be okay. So I'm going to keep him involved, but maybe not, as first choice. Anthony Rodriguez is the new signing. Unfortunately, my three first choice attacking midfielders, so right, centre, and left, would be Suleiman, Rodriguez, and Diogo, but they're all injured, so they're all going to have to miss this game. Omar Makaiva, this guy has been at the club for a while. As part of our youth. I've sent him out on loan for a few seasons. He's played well in the Championship the last few years. So I'm going to try and attempt to use him as backup attacking midfielder. Unfortunately, he has to actually start in this game. I'll see how it goes, see how he plays. If it comes towards the end of August and he's not playing well, then I might sell him and get someone else in. But we'll see how it goes. The transfer deadline goes on for a while. Yes, Poyak still there. Suleiman, Diogo, we know. And I'm going to keep Billy Bragg at the club. He's a young, really quick right winger. Very highly rated in terms of potential. Nowhere near the first team in terms of start. He's played a bit of Championship when we were in Championship and a bit of League One for Warsaw. So he's not quite at the level we need him at. But I'm going to give him some games, see how it goes. It might work, it might not. He's wanted. There's a fair few of my players that I've wanted, to be fair. He's only wanted on loan. Martinez is still here. I've had him on the list, but no one wants to buy him. In terms of pre-season, Martinez has actually played quite well. And obviously Bruninho's here. Bruninho's very highly rated. At the beginning of the season as well, they say who they think is going to be the best the player of the season, young player of the season, top scorer. And Bruninho was mentioned doing all three of those things. So in terms of where we're predicted to finish, season preview is always handy to see. We're predicted to finish 7th. We were predicted to finish, I think, 8th last year, and we obviously finished below that in 13th. Bruninho is in the Media Dream 11, but it's centre midfield, which is weird. He can play central midfield, but I'm never going to play him there. Gustavo Henrique's always also been listed in the key players. Is there any more Concord players? No, just those. But I'm really happy with the side. Reina went to Everton by the looks of it. There you go. I'll show you what we've been doing in pre-season. But now you can see who we've got. We've got Arsenal away first game of the season. The last competitive game we played was Arsenal, which we lost the Club World Championship final. But yeah, here's the pre-season. It went quite well. We went on a tour of Singapore, in which we beat one of the teams 20-0. I think 4 players scored a hat-trick or more. I think Suleiman scored... Yeah, there you go. You see the scores here, look. Spencer Gregory got a goal, a young boy. Fair play. Declan Luiza, Martinez, Henrique, Suleiman got 5, Diogo got 4, Bruninho got 1, Polyak hat-trick, and Billy Bragg hat-trick as well. Billy Bragg got a 13-minute hat-trick at the end of the game. Yeah, 20-0. I think it's the biggest scoreline I've ever seen. I don't know why I was matched up against them, but the other games were quite comfortable as well. 5-0, 6-0, 6-0, 5-0, and then 2-0 against Trabzonspor. But yeah, it's an interesting start of the season. Arsenal away first game of the season, which is obviously going to be very difficult. But then we've got West Ham at home, Fulham away, Reading at home, Newcastle at home, Burnley away. So there's some teams that we can get a bit of a momentum up before we start having an actual really tricky end of September and October there. Yeah, I'm positive about the season. I'm still not quite decided on whether I want to bring in anyone else. It does depend on how Makaiva plays. But if Makaiva has a good start to the season, then I'm happy to keep him. If he plays poorly, then I'm probably going to sell him on before the end and try and get a guy in. I did actually have a loan bid accepted for McHenry, but McHenry can only play on the right. McHenry is a guy that I had on at the club. Man City, he went to Leeds. Last year he went to Man City, but Man City don't want him anymore, and they're willing to get rid of him for 30 odd million. And I'm like, I could try and buy him, but I'm I'm okay on the right at the moment with Joe Wall and Suleiman. And I was wondering if I could try and retraining as a central midfielder, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, let's get cracking. It's not going to be a particularly long video, just to show you this game. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Okay, well, he won't join us then. I was trying to pester this guy to see if he'd join. He's a really, really good central attacking midfielder. And apparently he's handed in a transfer request. But he said that it says on this end of the article that he wants to play in continental football, which, as well as Liverpool, we don't have this year. So I might see if I can get a sneaky bid in him. I've still got quite a bit of money. But I doubt he'll join. But anyway, Arsenal away, first game of the season. We've actually got quite a good record in the first games of the season. I don't think. I'm trying to think, go back through the seasons and think of one that we haven't won first game of the season. I know we've won the 2 Premier League first games of the season, Man United and Everton both at home. This is the first game of the season that we've played away. The other 2 have been at home. In theory, one was at Stamford Bridge. It's taking a while to process, come on. But yeah, I'm hoping this season goes better than last season. Last season was an absolute drag, and then we had that stupid tournament in the summer. Would have been nice if we'd have won that, to be fair, but what a terrible time to have a tournament, especially if you don't know that you're playing in it. Yeah, first game of season, Liverpool beat Spurs 2-0. Big game, first game of season, that one. Okay. Arsenal away, first game of the season. We've only ever beaten them once. I don't remember beating them. When did I beat them? Did I beat them in a cup at one point, did I? I don't remember beating them ever. Okay. Here we go then. I think it's going to want me to play my... No, it's not. It's still on that. It wants me to play Ibanez instead of Dekanoidze. Now, I think it's unfair to give Dekanoidze the captaincy and then not play him. So I am going to play him for this game. But what's he saying to McIver? Says he needs 75 minutes. He should be okay. Martinez has actually been playing a lot of the season as attacking midfielder, so I might chuck him on if needs be. Or he might be the backup. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot of things that still need to be decided. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the squad. Apart from that 3 there, they might not be the 3 that they're not the 3 that I want, but hopefully they give it a game. I'd love Joe Wall to come back to somewhere near his best, because he's just drifted. Last season wasn't quite his best. Well, it wasn't quite his best. It was the worst season he's ever had at us. And now he's 30 years old. He's probably gonna arc down, Okay. Do it for the fans. I'm not sure that's a great way, is it? But I'm going to say we owe Arsenal. About time we actually started beating them. I don't remember ever winning that game, so I have to take their word for it. Okay. Deal with that. Oh, McIver. No. Great challenge by Caton. Still gone back to them though. Let's get away. Sort of. It's all Arsenal at the beginning. All Arsenal. Oh, hit the crossbar. Got away with it. But Arsenal have started in dominant fashion. They've still got Sancho. Sancho, I think, was tempted to leave. They got Martinelli back. Martinelli was out on a free, and I had him a trial, but he didn't do anything in the preseason game, so I didn't keep him. But they obviously signed him back. Go on, Joe. Go on, Joe. Go on, Joe. The old Joe War. Go on, lad. Oof. Shot right at the keeper. I'd love him just to start picking up his form again. Here we go. No, terrible ball. Blocked away. Who's there? I haven't seen McIver get involved in the game once yet. There's a chance here. Oh, I've missed it. That should be a goal. Arsenal should have scored. Oh, no. Stop him. Good. Good stuff, Palomba. Right. Oh, that's all Arsenal at the moment. It's all Arsenal. They're dominating. They're absolutely dominating. Oh, well played, Harvey. Take your time, boys. Play out like we do. Just delete. Lovely stuff. Poor ball that from Caton, though. Really poor. This is going it. Stop it. Oh, it's Palomba again. Brilliant. Well, it's all Arsenal at the beginning, mate. It's all Arsenal. As you expect. Mark him tightly. Okay, Mark Philip Cohen tightly. Yes. Okay, let's go. McIver drops it back. Polyak. Go on, Polyak. That's a foul. That's a foul. Disgusting. Right. He wants to play more direct, does he? Okay. But we try and play more direct and that happens. That's my worry, is that we're getting bullied here in this game. Come on. Oh, still not a goal. They're putting crosses in left, right and centre, but not getting anywhere near the goal at the moment. But it's just a matter of time by the looks of it. Now they want to play short passing. Ah, okay, we got a chance. Oh, I thought McIver. I think that was McIver. Here you go. Come on, Joe. Who's there? Oh, it's punched away. This is what I was worried about. Come on. Get a foot in. Get a foot in. That's it. Oh, dear. Oh, it's gone in. It's gone in. It's a Pavlenko own goal. What are you doing? After all of that. Couldn't last the half. They're much better than us. They're playing us off a pitch. I'm going to need to go into them, I think. Well, if this is meant as an audition for McIver, he's not impressed thus far. 6.4 rating. That's Polito levels of performance. That. Dear. Right. Okay. Hatteran. Good challenge, Caton. Careful, mate. Oh, it's going to be 2. Good save, Palomba. Oh no, it's gone over. Come on. Get bloody involved. Emerson. Yeah, he just keeps crossing it. Right. Come on, put pressure on. It's all Arsenal at the moment. We're getting nowhere near it. They're drawing our players out. That's good from Caton, though. It's gone right back to them. Look at that. One ball around the back. Decanoida was done. Palomba saves it again. Well, got a chance here. McIver. Good stuff, Enrique. Hit it. Oh! Hit the crossbar. Right. Okay. I'm done with McIver. Nervous, he says. Okay. It's not going to be his last chance. I'm going to give him some more time. I swear. It's not fair to judge him on that. I'm going to put Lautaro Martinez at attacking midfielder. That's why he's been playing. So that's fair enough. He's playing in pre-season. He's actually been playing quite well. I know we've been playing a load of nobodies, but pay it back to the keeper. Okay. Good football. Joe Watt. Nice. Drops it back. Harvey. Starting to get a bit more involved. Caton, don't you dare, Caton. He's done well there, though. He's done really well. Drops it back, Joe War. Drop it back. Get a ball in. Go on, Joe. Bruninho blocked. Good ball. Come on, one last chance. We're doing okay. Polyak. Go on, Harvey. Put a cross in. Oh. Oh, it's McIver. Okay. Beginning to get more involved. Okay. I need to up the tempo, whip some crosses in, because that's how we do it. Hit early crosses so Bruninho can get on the back. Counter. Get stuck in. Right. Bruninho this far has done nothing. It's a free kick to Arsenal. And he scored, Rodolfo. It's 2-0. It's a tough game. First game of the season away at Arsenal. I'm getting sick of them. That's 2 games in a row we played them now. And it looks like we're going to lose it. Gonna have to make some subs here. Joe War or Bruninho. I can't really bring on anyone for Bruninho, so I'm going to have to take off Joe War. Going to take off Joe War. Unfortunately, he's not quite done what I wanted him. And then I'm going to take off Enrique, just in case he gets off. I'm going to bring on the new boy, Carl Hussey. See what he's got. See what he can do. Yeah, he can be an advanced play, and they're not ball in. Advanced playmaker. Yeah, fine. Cool. Let's see if Carl Hussey can do something. He's a young lad. Don't make it free. That's not fair, is it? Right, Palomba. Let's distribute it. Let's play some football. Come on. Oh, he's done well, Bragg. Go on, Bragg. Go on, Bragg. Great run. Best chance we've had all game. That's brilliant from Bragg to get around the back, but he should have finished it. I don't want this season. I don't want this to happen again. 3 clear-cut chances. We've had 3 clear-cut chances. Why aren't we scoring? I think we've matched them. The second half, we played much better. Oh, that's frustrating. That is so frustrating. We've lost. We began with a loss. First game of the season. First time we've done that in the Premier League. I think we played much better in the second half, and Bragg really should have scored there at the end. But it's ended with a 2-0 defeat. Dear. I mean, we were a bit hampered by injuries in that attacking midfielder positions. McIver didn't really impress. I'm going to give him a couple more chances, but if it's not working with him, then I'm probably going to look to move him on and get an backup attacking midfielder, which is annoying. I didn't think I'd have to do that, but my record signing gets injured for 3 fucking months at the beginning of the season. Absolute joke. There you go. That's what happens. It's a bad start to the season. Let's hope it doesn't continue. See you on the next one. Cheers then.